due diligence is basically an investigation of some sort, you can say, or basically you just check out whether whatever I want to transfer, be it the ownership or the interest in any property, is it basically free from all existing encumbrances, charges, and there is no existing disputes regarding this property. Tomorrow, if you come to know that some property is basically being dealt with, so at the end of the day, you will not obviously want to buy any disputed property or even rent or lease for that matter, any disputed property. So this due diligence procedure is actually undertaken to make sure that the title of the property is absolutely clear and undisputed. At the same time, there are other considerations, especially when it comes to your lease or commercial lease agreements. When you do the due diligence, you also come to understand whether the compliance requirements are there, all the licenses, permits, check, balances, everything is in place or not. When it comes to real estate due diligence, the concept of due diligence, not the procedure. I'm not going to deal with the procedural aspect of due diligence because it's a very elongated process. The concept of due diligence becomes very, very imperative to understand. All right. So without due diligence tomorrow, if you undertake the lease or sale of any property, any kind of transaction with any property, you may end up in trouble. Secondly, to figure out one of the most important clauses, that is your condition precedent clauses, the procedure of due diligence also becomes imperative. For example, there are certain industries. I want to lease a commercial space to run like a restaurant of some sort, a theater of some sort, all right? Liquor industry, okay? I want to run a bar or something. There are certain licenses, permits, checks that is required to be met. Before the transaction happens, you need to undertake a proper procedure to investigate whether this checks, this permits, this licenses, everything is in place or not. If you find that there are, suppose for example, the property you're going to take up on lease has certain unpaid rent, taxes or some sort, you can just immediately carve that point out and put it in your condition precedent clause immediately before you execute the agreement. Okay? So this is the reason why, especially when we talk about real estate contracts or real property transaction of some sort, the concept of due diligence becomes very important. At least from the knowledge perspective, we really need to know about this concept.